So, welcome to the leveling. Okay, it's hanging. Okay, the net is not good. Okay, so welcome for the leveling journey. It's not a guide, it's a theory. It's a theory build and it's a theory, leveling journey. It's not a guide. I'm using Scion as my character, and this is like the. I thought that I can make a rain of arrow build, and I did it from scratch. So yeah, I have shitty, what do you call this? I have shitty items, and I don't know about attack builds, but I think if you stack enough physical damage and attack damage, you can get and you convert it to cold damage, to lightning damage, to elemental damage, to any elemental damage. You can go on. But as you can see, I have just finished Acts 1 to 5, and this is Act 6. The problem with Rain of Arrows, it's very weak. I have um, I have been so lucky connecting this with the right colors. Actually, it's not the right colors, but um, it can help Rain of Arrows, elemental damage, at for attack support, conk conk effect support, and ice bite support. But it's pretty weak. It's pretty weak for this level. I'm level 47, and I thought that if I could start in Scion, I could get enough life here. I could get the mana cost of skills here because Rain of Arrows. When I watch YouTube, it has many problems with mana. So I thought I could start with Scion and get life here, get mana here, regen here, get attack speed here. Perfect, right, for a bow character. Movement speed and everything. And then the resistances are here, and we have projectile damage here, which you can see. Rain of Arrows has projectile damage. So yeah, and yeah, we can reach the ranger area wherein you can find physical damage with bows and everything. And I'm going here, and for the leech from the attack damage, and going here. But in my path of building, I am theorizing this Scion as a ranger, as a bow build with first with elemental hit. Where is the elemental hit? Okay, it's somewhere here. Okay, split arrow. So yeah, I was thinking of elemental hit before because it is so OP. It's so powerful that I could block it with combat focus because Scion, you can put the combat focus here, the Viridian Jewel, and the other one here, so that your elemental hit will just produce or hit with fire. And I've got Anger, Herald of Ash, but that's not the case because elemental hit as a leveling start up is not that good. So I went on for the Rain of Arrows, but it's very weak. I'm gonna show you guys. It's nice, but you cannot kill bosses. I've done like as you can see here. It's gonna take you a while before killing this. You're gonna be running out of mana. You're gonna be, you know, it's not because I'm not a good player, but I can see that the DPS is not good. So if you are playing, if you are starting a new league And if you happen to, you know, link this, I'm just lucky to link this, and I got an exalt from level 39. So if you're you know, if you're lucky to link this while you are leveling up, it doesn't much do. It doesn't do anything far beyond your, you know, expectations. And you know, I'm at the level 47 map going to Chevron, and I'm still level 47, which brings me to, yeah, I forgot to equip the boots that I picked up before. I got this level 47 boots, and no, not the split arrow. So I hope I can have red one. Okay, it's a miracle. So yeah, because this has 25 increased movement speed. This one has 25. Oh, it's the same, but the life here and the resistances. So yeah, because I need the lightning resistance, that's why we are still balancing our, you know, our resistances. Yeah, the damage is it's not that nice. And if you put Mirage Archer there, I got the Mirage Archer here, it's gonna weaken your DPS. Yeah, it auto fires, but I think you should put it when you have a 6 link or 5 link bow. But for now, while you're leveling, I think Ice Bite support is much important for the DPS. So yeah, I don't die that much. Oh, someone is buying my tabula for 1x. That's weird. Wait, I'm gonna invite him first. Okay. It's gonna vendor this tabula for 1x. What is that tabula? Ah, the 43 increased damage. Okay, just gonna go to my hideout first. I'm sorry for this because, you know, we're poor. Sorry, because we're poor, you know. So we need a lot of, you know, currencies, and every currency counts. It is a nice tabula rasa, 43% damage. Alrighty, let's go back to the build, or to this what do you call this, theory build. Alright. Good luck then. So yeah, we're going to chevrons, and I'm gonna show you guys that after you defeat Innocence in Act 5 and you go to Act 6, you'd be dominating Act 1 to 5. But when you get to Act 6, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be messy. Summon skeleton. These ones I am leveling this just as I level every item or every gem. I have a second, you know, what they call this, items here. I'm still practicing for the next league, so yeah, I'm still doing the gem leveling while I'm here. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna die here.
Not you.
Or it's gonna be like 30 minutes.
I shall not suffer this humiliation again.
See the damage? It doesn't damage much. Unlike traps and everything. That's why I was thinking, if you're gonna level this, I think you should level this with split arrow rather than rain of arrows. First, it is a high demanding mana mana gem, and then when you're still at my you're still low level. Um, the problem with this is your accuracy is not that good.
Can I not
So
have but a moment's respite?
the arrows are not hitting of what you intended to hit. So see, I'm gonna die there. And my mana flask are almost gone. But if you want to do the rain of arrows, I might suggest that you level some ranger character. But Scion is doable too. but I have um, but I have a plan in order to to make this an ES build, because I've never seen a Reign of Chaos Scion doing ES, and since ES is big in synthesis, I think the only problem is the leveling up. So if I get to level 68 or to level 70, um, and I'm gonna fix the DPS, and you can do maps, then you can just respect the points and do the CI. But as you can see, it's just Shavron that I'm fighting here, and it's gonna be taking a long time, and it's not safe.
Why are you so ugly?
And this is my first attack build. It's not my first bow build. I have an magic find Wind Reaper, but it's not good too because I don't know the mechanics. So I look in Path of Building, and in Path of Building, it seems great. The build seems great, but in the final build, and when I practiced Rain of Arrows leveling, I saw this. It's very hard to level. It's very unsafe to level, especially in hardcore. And if you got patience and you really want this Rain of Arrows build, maybe you could survive and just be patient killing this one or killing the bosses, because the mobs are just you can kill the mobs, but the bosses will be the problem. And this is not even Kitava yet. This is just Shavron. You can see because of the accuracy, you cannot hit Shavron. So the tip when fighting bosses and you're running out of flask is you go home. And then after going home, you just come back. So make sure if you're leveling, you have a good amount of portal scrolls. So if you do not like dying and then going back, you can just portal your way out of there and just refill your flasks
Can I
at
not
town.
have but a moment's respite?
You are hideous!
Okay. See, this will take a while, and my first mana flask is gone, and she's not even sweating from my attacks. So this is gonna be a problem leveling up.
You shall be remade!
And she's bragging now. She knows that I can kill her. Come on, Shavron. So many pro what they call this, many pro Path of Exile players will just tell me that you should get a safe build, a safe build first for Scion, and then just do your theory after you just finish Kitava. After you done some mapping.
You are hideous!
Oh no, I'm dead. Oh, okay. But the problem here is, where I'm theory crafting. If this is good,
I have nothing more to give.
yeah, and then we die. Wait. So if you're if this is good, if this is a good build, I can I can prove that you can start at Scion doing those theory nodes that I was talking about. Then it can go to the end game, and you don't have to respect more points, and you don't have to do everything all over again. I'm bad in evading. Okay. So it's gonna be taking me so long to kill this fella. Well, it helps if you have a Mirage Archer here, because the Mirage Archer will just attack and attack. But as you can see, I'm at my full gem for the moment. 4 Link, and still oh no, not me. Just go to the totem. Okay. So it's almost dying after a couple of years. But if you enjoy the content, then
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
if you can and have a little bit of challenge, maybe this build is good for you. But for me, being all caster before, and being sure of whatever build I am making, this one is giving me giving me doubts for now. But as you can see, you can kill bosses if you are just patient. If you are using traps, which is everybody's doing, then it should be over in just 10 seconds. But yeah, I'm just saying that it is livable, but it will take you time. And in first days of the league, if you are taking time, you're not just taking time, you're sacrificing time while finding maps, finding currencies. So I think this is not good for first builds, especially those for beginners like me. But if you love theory crafting, and like me, I'm doing this to make a CI build, Rain of Arrow CI build from Scion. So there's none in YouTube. I don't know if someone is making it. Someone made it before, but the energy shield is gonna be big next league, and the self-casting. So I'm still using Rain of Chaos for Elemental as an elemental build. Instead of using elemental hit, I'm using Rain of Arrows, and then I'm gonna use the combat focus gems, and then I'm gonna go for triple heralds, and those triple heralds will just choose fire. So it's like an elemental hit build, but with Rain of Chaos. So it's still a theory, and as you can see here, it's hard to level. So I don't know if it's gonna be viable as your first character, but if it works, yeah, then it works. Okay, that's for chromatic. So yeah, um,
Who'd have thought those bleating bastards?
there's no reward. No, it's start late. Okay, I don't have any space here, so I have to.
Farewell.
No, I'm gonna get your reward. Okay,
What
best
a lovely
of,
day
so
we're having.
I got a 6 socket before, so I'm not I'm not dropping it yet. So I am still thinking if I'm going a crit build or not.
Welcome.
Okay, Chevron reward. Okay, where is the Dext here? And this is the one. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going for a crit build or not for this rain of arrows, because I'm going CI. I may lose nodes that may help crit builds, and this is not a spell, this is an attack. So I don't know. I'm still theory. I'm just theory crafting this. But for leveling, it's a decent amount of DPS. It can kill mobs, but it has a very tough. It has a very tough time with bosses because of the accuracy. But I got my first ascendancy, and the problem with the nodes with with Scion is if you get your first ascendancy, it will just give you 2 points, right? And if you got 2 points, you still haven't reached the the basic nodes that you should get. So yeah, I just got 40 dexterity, which is nice because this is a dexterity stack gem and just 1 passive point. But for me, I'm going for the, where is that? Dead Eye, because of the accuracy. Because even though that you know, well, I can go to the, I'm just gonna kill these guys. They don't kill me first. So there is a resolute technique here that your hits can't be evaded, but you can never deal critical strikes. That is why I'm still thinking if do I go here and get this, or do I just use a Dead Eye for the global accuracy. So I went to the Dead Eye for the global accuracy, since when I get here for the bow, for the physical damage of bows, I'm going for the elementalist here. So for the reflect, for the elemental resistances, penetration, because I'm gonna be using triple heralds, I'm gonna be using anger, and I'm gonna be using Avatar of Fire, and the Cobalt and the combat focus conversion, like elemental hit. Someone is hitting me. So yeah, as you can see, it's quite nice with this one, with just mapping and everything. It clears the area, but the problem are the bosses. Chevron, I've been fighting her for 15 minutes, I guess, because of the accuracy. And I don't know, because if the accuracy is good when I get my second ascendancy, and it is still weak then I'm gonna tell you guys that do not use this for leveling. But it's tough time for me since Act 6. You're just gonna dominate Act 1 to 5 first. But when you get to Act 6, you are, you know, you feel that your DPS is weak or your arrows don't hit. So yeah, this is, you know, the game is telling me you should put additional accuracy support. Yeah, why didn't I thought of that? It's because when you go to Act 6 to Lily, before, if you are just starting out, if you are just leveling, additional accuracy is given to the ascendancy of the it's not the raider, what is that, the ranger. It's given to the ranger, not to the Scion. So since I am practicing, for the sake of argument, let's just put this in. Just ditch the Ice Bite support, elemental damage with attacks, and conk effect. So let's try this, if it's gonna hit, and if it is it gonna be damaging. And we can put, you know, oh, this is better. It hits. But I don't know. I really don't know if it's available with Lily in Act 6 if you are using Scion. But I definitely believe that it is that Lily sells gems from the Ranger build, not from the Scion build of this additional accuracy. So this has a crit chance. Let's see if we can use this. Physical striking multiplier. This is nice. Maybe we can projectile speed. Okay, we got 2 chaos. Attack speed, life, projectile speed. Maybe this is better than this one. Okay, let's try that. So for the sake of argument, your additional accuracy is now hitting the enemies. So I don't know if in Act 6 it will be available for Scion in the future, but as you can see, it's very helpful than just doing more DPS like Ice Bite support or what do you call this? What is that gem? Elemental focus support, because this actually hits the enemies. But after the second ascendancy, we'll get the Dead Eye, and we're gonna be having 100% increase in accuracy. So we're gonna ditch this gem. Wait, where am I going again? Prisoner's Gate? Yeah, this is the one, I think. Riverways, okay. So yeah. It's much better with the accuracy. Much better. The funny thing is, I tried speed running before. I don't do the optional quests, and I thought that because I am, you know, I'm eating the enemies in the syndicate. I was killing them on acts 1 to 4, that I could get away with it. But as time goes by, I thought that the gems are just gonna be leveling up, and then it will be competitive enough for higher acts. But when I get to Act 6, it was like, it was like this. So the main problem here is just the accuracy. If there is an accuracy gem that Lily will sell for the Scion, I think this is a good leveling up character. And you can see it's raining. You can just go through mobs, and especially in aqueducts where you are gonna be farming your tabula rasa. It's gonna be helpful, and you will level fast because you're gonna be hitting everything. Okay. So the problem here is the single target, and until we get 5 link to 6 links, we're not gonna be seeing any huge difference in this attack. I was thinking of using split arrows, but being a Scion, I prioritize life first, mana, the resistances, survivability first, right? Movement speed, because you need movement speed, projectile damage, and a little bit of evasion and resistances, and bows. Because even if you ship to whatever bow whatever bow skill that you put in your in your socket, it will always be, you will always have life, you will always have mana, you will always have attack speed. So I think this is the basic go to nodes first in Scion, in building whatever you wanted to to build, especially in ranger and elemental, not casting skill gems. And we have high life for for leveling because of the Scion nodes of the left corner of the skill tree. The problem is just the accuracy. If we haven't got this accuracy now, it wouldn't solve the problem. So we better pray that we have an accuracy node, accuracy gem when we go to the Science leveling. Okay, where am I? Prisoner's Gate, Shift Graveyard. Okay, I think it's right. Okay, here. Southern Forest. Wait. Okay.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
What are you talking about? Orb of Fusing. Okay. I get 9 Orb of Fusings in my stash. No, because I used the fusings to fuse this one, so I got lucky. Just using 4 and linking them all. So let's see if we're gonna survive here just by using Rain of Arrows as a leveling character for Scion.
I have nothing more to give.
Hey, you're gonna die. Why can't I flame dash there? It's just my second time stuck here. Good thing is we have we have a lot of life. It's gonna help us with, you know, surviving. And we're almost capped with our resistances. We just need to have lucky drops of items, because we cannot craft yet, because at this period you are still at the mercy of RNG. Because if if you use your currency too early, before you go mapping, you're gonna be having problems, because you cannot craft good gears in just Act 6. If you craft items here using your currency, you won't have any currencies when you're at Act 8 or Act 9, or I'm gonna die. Come on. Where's the way? Okay, I was saved by the river. See, the DPS is bad. This is what I'm talking about. That's why I need the decoy totem. Haha! You're there, I'm here. You can still reach me. Oh, dead! Was bragging too much. Was playing with the game. So yeah, you can survive this build, I think. And if you can see from my last builds, I was very eager to find more survivability than more DPS. Because if you don't die, you can reach, you can reach level 100. If you don't die, you're gonna enjoy the game. So my priority is to find builds which you can survive, rather than being a tank or being a jug, which everybody uses. That's why I'm gonna use this Rain of Arrows. Rain of Arrows CI build, the Synthesis League. So I'm using Herald of Ice, Herald of Ash, Ice Bite support. Well, my Ice Bite support is here. I should have put it here. Okay. To help my Herald of Ice. Okay. So instead of using Shroud of the Lightless, which the YouTubers that I saw is using,
I have nothing more to give.
we don't have any mana. That's the problem here. Again and again. That's why I have 2 mana flasks. Because the mana is awful. And this map has bleeding and poison and everything. So yeah. Unless you're not hitting the enemies, they won't die, right? So accuracy is better. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Haha, they're running after me. Okay. Okay, this is very exciting. Okay, what is this? Elemental hit. Okay. Leveling up gems. When I was using Arc or Volatile Dead before, in my first and second build in Betrayal, it's not like this. I'm not running away from enemies. I'm just, leveling up. Oh wow. At least I got something, even though it's not that good. I've got the unique quiver here. So where to park? Okay. Cavern of Anger. Okay, I think that's it. Alright. I'm gonna equip this first. Projectile speed reduced. Stun duration 6 to 10. This is not even a good quiver. This is a better quiver with crit chance, physical damage and attack speed, and projectile speed. So, and I got 11 life gain on kill. I thought I found the jackpot.
The Brand King. His time has almost come.
I
Then
hate the
hope will
Brine
be-
King. It is the, if you don't know the Brine King, he is the large crab with this waves of tsunami of water, surrounding water when you fight him, and then when you touch the water, it will decrease your life. So yeah, I hate that boss. Especially with this character, you know, because this character should evade and run, and you know, hit and run. And if you're just fighting that boss, it's a nightmare. Good thing we found this of Avarius, the Avarius boss. The Avarius boss, when he turned into that evil rabbit, it dropped this. So this converts my what do you call this? Physical damage to cold damage, which helps a lot with you know, with your elemental damage. Okay, let's move on. I could speedrun this and you know, just go to the bosses and just you know, but I'm I'm doing this because this is, you know, um, this is the playstyle of every one of us, the beginners. This is the playstyle of whoever is playing Path of Exile that is not, you know, the pros yet. We have to grind it first to level up, to find items, to upgrade items. Okay, this is the wrong road. Physical damage. What do I have? Life and resist. Okay. With no life, no resist, just damage. You know, it's not a good trade off.
I have nothing.
Ah, I'm dead. So I died twice now. I don't know if I'm just you know, I'm just playing it dumb. Okay, you wanna smoke? So decoy totem, and then the rain of arrows. Ah, these are the enemy that when you kill one, it splits into two or something. I just put the wait, big crab. I just put the syndicate there in research,
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
so it would be like when you're playing Cities, there's no betrayal, no syndicate, intervention or fortification, or what is this crab doing? Why are you following me? I'm gonna die again. Okay, use the movement skill. One is dead. Okay. No, it's not dead. See, this is not even the boss, and single target DPS is not very good. But if you have resistances and you have life, maybe you can survive this, right? I don't know. Hey, that's a cheap shot. I don't have any mana left. I'm just gonna run. Do I have to kill this one? No. This is not one of the quests. So yeah. But if you're just killing mobs like this one, it's okay. It's just the bosses. You're not as dumb as me playing Path of Exile, yeah. Because I've looked for builds on how to I look for builds on how to level up a Scion with Rain of Arrows, and most of them are showcasing Scion leveling of Rain of Arrows as your second build. So I thought to myself that I would try to why don't I try to do this as my first build this next league? Huh? I said to myself. Because if you are doing this on your second build, you got all the currencies in the world, you got all the items in the world that you can equip, because you made it. You have made your first character, and your first character will help this one go to the next build. So what I'm trying to point out here is this survivable as a first build? And I'm thinking, and I think yes, if you're patient enough. Because I like the playstyle of Rain of Arrows. You just especially
Can I
when
not have but a moment's respite?
especially when the enemies are stacked
I have
together
nothing
like
more
that.
to give.
You can just hit them, and your XP goes up. And I bet this is good for mapping. For if you're mapping, if this is your first build, and then you go mapping, you're gonna be having a ton of fun, I mean. And if I'm fast like this, if I could just get more movement speed, it's gonna be awesome in mapping. because when you are mapping and you're doing everything, delving in everything, and incursions, I don't know about this game, but the speed is king. If you're mapping, speed is king. Oh, my cat is crying. Wait, I'm gonna feed her first. Him first. Wait a second. Okay, I'm gonna feed you. Come here. Well, these gears, well, the gears that I have now are from lower levels, 28, 32, 33. Make sure that you find items, even though it's in lower acts, that can get you through more acts, like this one. I'm in Act 6, but I'm using, Act 4 and Act 3 items. It's I think it is better to do that than to rather find items every act, or finding items every 2 acts. Well, it depends upon your experience, of course. But even though this is a physical, attack build, I think I know how to, how to know what should I equip for this one. Of course, you need to read and look for builds and find forums for that. But what I'm trying to say is, you don't actually need to update your items, to upgrade your items every now and then. It's gonna cost you first. It's gonna cost you. It takes some time, and most of the time you don't get what you want. Like this one. If I didn't fuse this bow, it's gonna be 2 link or 3 link, because I'm gonna be running out of fusings. And if I change another bow before Act 8 or something, or Act 7, this is gonna cost me another currency. And and those items that you're gonna be upgrading, you don't need it at the end game. So it's gonna be either you sell it, or you're just gonna throw it because you're not gonna use it, right? So what I'm trying to say is, don't upgrade your items in every level, in every acts, I mean. Focus first what you're gonna put in your skill tree. That's the first one. And then focus on what gems are you gonna use, and then upgrading them. So better upgrade the gems in your tree rather than just changing you're so annoying, changing gears every now and then. Because like now, if I change another one, if I just force every alchemy here and every alterations here, I'm not gonna be having any currency when I go to Act 9, Act 10, and I have to grind and farm. And you know, of course, if you reach the blood aqueducts first, not first, if you reach the blood aqueducts, then you can farm, right? But until then, you don't have to be rich and spend everything that you have
Can I not have but a moment's
until you
respite?
get there. That's what I think. But for those who do not, you do not farm in, stay there. Hello, friend. Wait. Kamusta pa? You're American and you shouldn't be talking like that. Wait. Just gonna kill these guys. Okay. Okay. We have 2 passive points again. The reason I'm not upgrading it because I'm just gonna be upgrading a dexterity there. So another physical damage with bows. Or should I go here for the conversion of cold and attack skills? It's don't kill me yet. Okay. All right. One thing to remember. If you're gonna chat or do something, you gotta park your character somewhere else somewhere that is safe. So, would I go for the crit chance and physical damage, or would I just go here? Great, I finally subscribed the other day. Wow, nice. Thanks a lot. It really helps. So, since I still have 3 refunds left, so maybe I go here to the physical damage conversion to cold damage for more elemental damage and more physical damage, or should you go crit? So what do you think? Because in the end, when you go to the elementalist side, like this one, and then you can allocate passives from the witch starting point, you're gonna get your CI. Where is it? Here. So you're gonna start as a witch, you're gonna go through the energy shield path, and then you're gonna go here to the chaos inoculation and to the avatar of fire, wherein it's like elemental hit, but you are using rain of arrows, but 50% of your physical, cold, and lightning damage is converted to fire damage. And we're gonna be using again the combat focus gems, which your elemental damages are converted to fire damage. So it will choose fire. even though it's not a random element, you know, you can convert it. Well, if it's wrong, then I'm gonna tell you guys, but I think it's gonna work. Because I'm thinking, if you're gonna use these nodes here for fire damage, and this is lighting, right? And you have this gem, which I'm using in my volatile dead. You put it here, and then these nodes will become fire damage. So my rain of arrows will be composed of those three elements and three heralds, and then we'll convert it all in fire damage. But there is a question. If I'm gonna do that, would it be better that instead of converting it into like 80-90% in all elements in your physical, into fire damage, wouldn't it be better than that you'll just use triple heralds, and those triple heralds will just give you flat damage, will give you elemental damage and everything. You don't have to convert, right? Because this, you just convert this because in elemental hit you just have random elements that will give you random elements rather than just one. But if you have this one, Reign of Chaos, when you attack, instead of using fire damage alone, like for elemental hit, it will just give you the three elements.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
I found in YouTube that you can use consecrated path, or you can use fire damage, or you could use cold damage. But I haven't seen a CI Scion with triple heralds using Rain of Arrows. So would that be possible? That's what I'm trying to find out. That's why I'm still leveling this one. So unlike traps and other what they call this, other builds for leveling, this is a hit and run
nothing more to give.
build. You cannot face tank. You should find more evasion, and in my case, I'm not looking for evasion in my passive tree yet. There are evasion here, but I didn't took it because I was thinking that if my theory for this, if I just go with what my theory and POB is directly, I believe that if I survive this, wait, my vape is, come on, and wife is calling. Wait for a second. Hi, honey. And someone is in. Nope. I'm streaming.
Oh, wait. Sa Twitch mo kita panoorin.
No, I'm not streaming in Twitch. I'm streaming in YouTube.
Ooh.
So go to YouTube and just watch me there, okay? But I ate already. Okay?
Okay.
So yeah, you should eat. Like I just have too many things to do, but I'm not busy for you. You're always the first one. It's just my vape. This one I have to fix, and then someone is attacking me, and I have someone watching me, so he's very patient. Thank you for watching. So yeah. Okay. So back to the.
Okay, I watch it.
Okay, watch me on YouTube, and don't forget to you to chat, so I know that you're watching. Okay, all right. See ya.
Alright.
Okay,
See ya.
see ya.
Love you.
Love you too. Okay, that was the wife. Can so say no to her. She's gonna stop you from playing PoE. So yeah, what I'm trying to say before is I'm going CI with this build. Um, CI, Reign of Chaos. Reign of. Why do I have to repeat that again? Reign of Arrows, and there is there is if you can use what do you call this node, Ghost River. Life Leech is applied to Energy Shield instead, and then Zealot's Oath, and then Vaal Pact. It's gonna be you can survive everything, because when you go CI here, and you have Life Leech applied to Energy Shield, and your Life Leech is Life Regen is applied to it. So you don't need this, because if you have if you have Vaal Pact, life regeneration has no effect. So yeah, I'm my mistake there. So if you have Vaal Pact and Ghost River and your CI, and you have beautiful nodes here, Leech as life. So yeah, you have life leech per second, you have physical damage leech as life, but if you're gonna be using Avatar of Fire, your physical attack will be elemental attack, will be fire attack, right? So you're not gonna be using this. So that's why I'm focusing just on this part with these attack nodes, attack leech as life, and you're gonna put all of that in your energy shield. And since we have new jewels this league, that will your spell damage, even though it's not attack damage, I'm gonna find a way to make that as a leech 2 for our ES build. So yeah, no more attack leech. So this is too far. Oh, but this is 10% life leech per second. This is nice, but it's too far. Maybe if we sacrifice Dead Eye, and just going for the Elementalist here, and we can go Slayer. I think Slayer is better, or Chieftain. No, it's Totems. It's not good. Okay. Attack damage, leeches life, and mana if you've killed recently. So this is with if you've killed recently. This is good. This is good for mobs, but it's not good for single targets like bosses. So the best ascendancy is Slayer, and then I can the duelist is still far. You need to take this one, but it's just regen, armor. It's too many nodes just for this one. But this is the best leech, the best leech node for our build, because of physical attack. So if you convert it, it's okay, because you still have 20% increased life leech per second. And with that, with Vaal Pact, it's double the life leech. double the maximum life leech rate is doubled. So from 20% we got 40% life leech for maximum life. So this is enough, I think. We don't have to go here as long as we can go here. Attack damage leeches life. So it okay. So after this one, I think we still have. Oh no, this is regen. So all the leeches are just below. This is claws. Attack damage. So this is too far. We're not gonna be able to reach that because when we get here, I'm going here for the bows. For the physical damage for the bows. Where is Jessica? Jessica, are you watching? I do not see your chat. Jessica, are you watching? So yeah. Let's just wait for her. I'm just gonna put the chat here first. It's way too obstructing. Okay. Everything's nice. So yeah. After these bows, I was thinking if these are the bows. These are the claws, I think. Okay. So yeah, we go because I started this, but I can refund this. Should we go to the converted to convert it to cold damage? I think yes, rather than the crit chance. Because in the long run, if I sacrifice 3 of these nodes, actually 3 of these nodes, I might lose more fire damage in the end when I go to the elementalist. Accuracy. So I think I don't need this layer. I didn't need to go to this layer, but it has Calling Strike. It's tempting. Increased damage while leeching. It's tempting. Life leech are not removed at full life. It's tempting. Area of effect, if you killed recently, it's perfect, and you cannot be reflected physical damage. So Slayer and Elementalist, if you choose that, you don't have Elemental Reflect and Physical Reflect. So it's tempting, but you lose 1 gem here in the long run because additional accuracy does not give you good, a good balance of DPS. You might as well put Mirage Archer here or Elemental Focus or increased area. No, it's not. Conk effect is what I'm looking for, what I'm saying. So yeah, we're just gonna figure it out first, because if we can find accuracy not here and not here, maybe we can find it in gems or jewels for the passive tree. But as you can see, the jewel here and here will be combat focus or for attacks, because if we're not going to convert more of our physical attacks, we're still theory crafting here. If we do not put combat focus, it's gonna choose just one elemental damage, but it converts. Or we could just use physical converted to cold lightning and fire. But will it be possible do that? Well, I'm just gonna go the heck with it, and refund this. Okay, yes. And sorry about that. And we'll go here for the cold damage conversion. So this will give us 40 plus later math. Give us 20% of physical damage converted to cold damage, another 20, and another 50. So it will give us 90. So the problem is, if we don't use combat focus, can we make it? Yes, I have to apply that. Can we make our passive tree into a CI build for the rain of arrows viable by putting 3 heralds and converting them one by one? So we have resolved the cold damage, cold conversion. This will be 90. So our Herald of Ice is nice. But if we have another Herald of Thunder here, does it have a conversion for lightning and fire? So converted 2. So if there is cold here, it's just cold. There is the Avatar of Fire for everything else into fire damage. But can we do 3 heralds with 3 conversions? That's what I'm looking for. That's why I'm theorizing this build. Rain of Chaos with not just fire damage or with not just cold damage, but with 3 heralds and 3 conversions. That would be tough because I'm gonna be using CI after I head on to the Elementalist and go to the Path of Witch. It's gonna be tough. So I'm using this to survive first, and then these nodes for a bow character. When I reach level 68, I'll go to the Path of the Witch. And then the energy shield journey will the energy shield journey will start until you go CI. And then the beautiful thing about it is, I'm not gonna be using Avatar of Fire because this is I just thought of it. If we can convert 3 elements for 3 heralds, and we're not gonna be using Zealot's Oath because we're gonna be using Vaal Pact, which negates the regeneration. The problem is I'm gonna be losing spiritual aid here and penetrations of resistances here, but we'll figure it out. First, I'm gonna finish this first. So if that works, I think I'm gonna be having a ton of damage because we're gonna be using 3 conversions. The problem is I think without Eldritch Battery, mana is the problem. I'm gonna be having problems with mana, and this is very hard for me because they keep popping up and I am always stunned. And
your torment is over.
Okay, this is the problem with see the rain of arrows. It's too weak to level up. We could use split arrow. Where is it? Split arrow has more DPS. But I'm trying to prove a point here. trying to prove a point that you can use this ignite. You can use the freeze, chill, and shock. I don't know. I don't know if there is a build like that before, but I'm still theory crafting. And I think I'm not gonna be able to finish this map because the monsters are popping up. The DPS is not, because I speed run. The DPS is not great, and you have to finish that what they call this trial sort of thing, challenge of you following the that circle. But if we can now use split arrow, I think. Where is the split arrow? What happened? Ah, still here. Okay. This is more DPS. 700 from 400. But yeah, maybe we could use this for just for that trial. It's a good thing I kept the split arrow. But the attack speed is low. Should I put Mirage Archer here? I don't know. There's no shortcut here. Come on, I cannot kill you. Don't follow me. Okay, you stay there. Oh, it's a dead end. Oh no. Okay. Right. So much for my theory crafting. It's hard to level this with the Scion and with the nodes that I chose. So I think this is not good for first builds, but if you want to theory craft, yeah,
I have nothing more to give.
I'm very happy to, to theory craft, even if it's my first build. Mistakes, everyone makes mistakes, and I think this split arrow won't let me survive this one. It's very weak, and I'm frozen, and I'm dead again. So what to do? Should I use what are my tornado shot? What is a good slow attacks again? I'm gonna get stunned before I Should I put a portal before that trial? I don't know. It can't kill even that bug. much more like so weak. Put split arrow and ice bite support. Where is the ice bite support? Hey, you're munching me. The problem is the accuracy, naman. The accuracy will. You don't seem to hit them, I should have got the critical strike. Dang. I was hoping for the cold conversion. That it would be, would be most beneficial for us. Huh. So how can I survive this without dying? It's a very, hard task for me. Or should I put Mirage Archer? Ice Bites. Go back to Herald of Ice. Yeah. tornado shot, blast rain, or blast rain, perhaps. Does it have high DPS? 412, just a little bit more than the, and it has delay, so before you can attack you will be stunned or frozen. Oh, maybe this will help us. I don't know. Let us try. Let us try here first. Remember that I cannot leave the circle thing, because if I leave there I'll die, so it's like face tanking those ghosts. Let us try again.
I have nothing more to give.
Because we don't have mana. Ah, okay. It's because Einar's beast is here. Come on. If I go back to the map, will the beast be gone? Are they gonna be going away? Let us find out. Or I'm not gonna be surviving this until I kill that beast. Yeah, it doesn't kill. Oh, there's still the beast. So yeah, I have to kill this one first. Unfortunately. Come on. I'm gonna die again. This stream is not going well. I'm trying to prove a theory, but you know my leveling up is just killing me literally. Oh, what is this? This is for the chromatic. This is okay. Let us try again. Einhar, yeah, okay, perfect. Einhar will help me. Haha. Come on, Einhar, help me with this one. Huh? Come on, Einhar, go, Einhar. Kill them, kill them. Oh no. Einhar, where are you? I'm counting on you. Okay, I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die here. I think I'm gonna die here. Go to... It's fusing, it's fusing. I need that. Okay, one at a time. Baby steps. Gonna run out of mana. Okay. Ah, the totem there is killing me. Since I played Path of Exile, yeah. This is... What? I have a portal there. What is happening? I'm gonna... And I have to start all over. I'm running out of ideas here. I cannot cheat my way out of here, you know. I have to prove my point. Oh, I sold the next. That's why it's 2. But I just found 1. When I was in level 39, I found an X. So I hope the next league in level 39, I'll find another X. So yeah. Or is that thing? Einhar, do your job. Help me. Okay. Let us see what we can use. Blast Rain with Conk. This is not area, so... Oh, okay. AoE. So this is area also. So this will help. Elemental damage with attack. This is an attack. This is ice bites. What can I put there to make it stronger? Fire damage. I think fire damage will do. Not just elemental damage, fire damage. Oh, it weakened it. Or if I just ditch the Herald of Ash and use anger instead. Huh? Let's see. Okay, maybe. It's the totems, they're killing me. Oh, I thought I killed the totems. Come on, give me a break. Okay, 1-0. one to go. Run out of mana. Since I played Path of Exiles, this is the first, except for Uber Elder, this is the first time that, you know, that, and of course my first build when I first played Path of Exiles, but this stream, you know, very challenging. It's very challenging for me. I have no mana because of anger, and they keep spawning, and I have to use this. Look at the totem.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Okay, finally. Alright. I should light the beacon first. So I'm just gonna put my Rain of Chaos back. A Rain of Arrows. Where is it? Here. Okay, and Ice Bite, added fire. Okay, and elemental damage with attacks. Okay. As you can see, it's good for mobs and everything. I started talking without, you know. What should I do? Light the beacon and throw the black flag into the flame. Okay. Cannot flame dash there.
So you're
Captain
the shape
Whalum.
that's gone and summoned me to the beacon?
Wait, blast rain. Decoy. Okay.
Don't think I'm going to be bawling.
Okay. Now we're here. Let's see. I shouldn't had speed run this. Because I'm not an expert yet, and I'm still using the blast rain. Okay. Do I use the accuracy? No, Ice Bite. I'm just gonna use the accuracy. Alright. Takes time to kill them.
I have nothing more to give.
Then we'll die. Oh no! Too many bubbles. Maybe that's why the ranger has has more movement speed, because I'm not used to, you know, hit and attack, hit and run. I'm used to like using casting spells, or using zombies, or using ethereal knives and just killing everything. And yeah, I'm still picking up everything because I'm still practicing. You know, I got trash items here, and bubbles again. Yeah. Okay, see, you can kill the mobs instantly. It's just the bosses that you're gonna be having problems with. And if I've survived up to Kitava and kill Kitaba, which I will, then you're gonna be seeing if the triple heralds will be, will be majestic, or it would be a huge failure on my part. That is why I'm practicing before the league to know if this is a mistake.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Come on, come on. I'm going to the Bride King. I have an appointment. If he knows that you are blocking me now, he's gonna be mad at you guys. You're not getting any seafood for a month. Okay. Or should I level up first for the conversion? I don't know. I think I should level up first. I should grind at least a level before going to the Bride King, or I will die there. Okay. So this is the Bride King. I have to level up first because this is a map of level 50 and I'm just level 49. It doesn't matter for some, but I really need the passive nodes before heading there. Really need that. Because the DPS for single target is really bad. That is why I'm having problems with these acts for single targets rather than Kitava. Because when you are fighting Kitaba, you don't. I think you don't need the accuracy support gem here. Because he's so big, your rain of arrows will hit them eventually, you know. So yeah, what I'm afraid are for little bosses, little what do you call this? Hit points or hit areas, or what do you call it?
I have
Hitbox.
nothing more to give.
If you have nothing more to give, then we'll die together, Scion. Don't give up. I'm not giving up even though your DPS is very low for single targets. Okay. Mana. I really need that. So, reduced mana charges. Leeches mana. Freeze. I'm gonna ditch that and use this. So, freeze and chill. So, what? This is level 50. I'm level 49 and 98%. Okay. Dexterity. Okay. So we need at least one more node, one more horde of enemies. Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna level up here. Yeah. Come on, level up already. Okay, you can go to the Bride King. And I'm frozen. And I just, I just threw my mana flask. Okay. That's mine. I just forgot it. So don't ever try this leveling if it's your first character, or if you hate dying of, or if you're frustrated with your DPS, because in the end game I think this will, this will be great, but for leveling it's hard. Cold damage. Just cold damage. The conversion is still here. Okay.
So courageous.
Hey,
Such a
Mermaid.
fine example of womanhood. I simply knew you wouldn't disappoint me.
Nessa,
My
you're
husband.
like my wife, Jessa.
You see, His Majesty could never be satiated on his wedding day by one bride alone.
Don't tell her I saw you.
Thank you, my new sister. I shall always treasure your company.
Oh no, Nessa, what have you done?
I have nothing more to give.
We don't have any mana because you threw the mana flask away, and now you're telling me that you don't can't do anything.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
Go to the decoy totem. That's why it's decoy totem. Ah, you fresh shit. Crab run, crab run. Got me there. No, 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 no. And you're dead. And you're dead. Thought I was gonna die in there. Hey, that's a cheap shot. You're gonna be dead in 30 minutes. At least my flash charges are always up. And the water is there. That is why I hate this map. Oh, oh. I really, really, really hate this map since the first time I saw this boss. Okay, you're dead. I'm gonna do not the chaos recipe but the crab recipe when I kill you. Boom. Peekaboo, I'm here. Hey, it's a cheap shot. Ah, there are too many. And it's stunning me. Just gonna run. Okay. These are just a trap build. It's gonna be over in just 30 seconds. Not 30 minutes like this one. Boom. Yep. So I got the Bright King. No, no, you're gonna die. You have to run, girl. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, you're dead. You're dead. You just panicked.
I have nothing more to give.
Then we die here. Together. We We have to get our flask up. Okay. That's nice. Good thing you have many minions.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
What are you talking about, Scion? Are you getting killed here? I should have put my Mirage Archer so that someone is hitting while I am running. You know what I mean? Oh no, you're dead. Oh, it's the siren. It's necessary. Yep. Hey, that's a cheap shot, huh? Boom. Okay. Oh no! Water ate me. This is my end. Okay, I'm still alive. But barely. Hey! Ah, I finally died. I can get through this. And that is almost deathless. But I'm not bragging. I'm just like you guys.
Born of ocean's mire, and death washed clean of dark desire.
Hey, Scion.
And thus the Lord of...
Oh, excuse me. You're late.
How did you? Hold on to your cockles.
Okay. Now we're in Act 7. This is where you get your next ascendancy, I believe. Should go back to Sarn and you should go to Sarn and
Fare you well.
you should challenge Izaro. But if you want to be sure,
Farewell.
Hello.
you can
Thank the...
I believe the secret.
if you wanted to be sure, then you can just wait till you get to Blood Aqueducts, and from there, okay, this one is from the vendor. This one is what I got in level 39. You can just go to Blood Aqueducts, and from there you can get stronger before doing your ascendancy. But for me, it's very imperative to get the ascendancy because, I really need the Dead Eye ascendancy. 1x. Okay, wait a sec. Okay. What does he need? Woe, hold 2 stone ring. 2 stone ring for 1x, huh? Whoa. Okay. Ah, this is nice. Not nice enough for 1x, but maybe he needs it. Because of the start of the energy shield, I should invite the guy over. Oh, Jessica, if you're watching, these are the masters. I burned them. Just as I am telling you. is it? Okay. Okay. Just gotta put it back in. Since you are watching Jessica, I'm gonna tour you in my base. Huh? So these are my masters, the old masters that I am gossiping with. This is my waypoint. See, it's like when you come here, they're staring at you, and this one is bowing at you. It's nice. And this is my former wife. So sorry, my wife. I got a former wife. See, he's looking at me. She's looking at me. It's our baby. It's Joko. I don't know where I came up with that name. And these are the fishermen guys. They are fishing from, I don't know. So this is the lady who guards my stash. The problem with this stash is whenever someone is buying here, and everyone is when I'm in a party, they don't know that the stash is just here. I just tell them that I hid the stash so that they wouldn't rob my my currency. So after which you can cross here and you can find Alva. Where the hell is Alva? Okay, because this character has no Alva yet, but Alva should be here standing, just looking at this what they call the skeleton heads, this head bone heads. Is that right? So yeah, she should be standing here, and there are a lot of dead bodies here because I believe that Alva is a conquistador, the one who the Spanish conquistadors who killed a lot of people in South America before. So yeah. Nah, it is hard to level. What do you call this? Struggling with it, but it can manage. So yeah, that's my friend of just updating. So here we find June. This is just a desolated place because I'm not finished with this yet. So Jessica, if you're watching, I've got a lot of guys fishing I don't know, fishing birds. I don't know. So there is there is a Karui statue here, and yeah, yeah, there is, yeah. Okay, these are tombstones here. There are frozen trees, and these are my guardians for the angry birds. And this part is for Nico. See the sulfites, because Nico is always poor, even though miners are rich, but the workers are poor. So yeah, it's like this. When in this area, I have Helena. Helena, because when you go
Hello.
to her, you can just select any hideout. So I think she is very rich, or she is just a property manager or something. So she has a lot of money because she has a lot of hideouts. And here I decorated this is an open area. I decorated the walls here, and I decorated some skeletons here for Einhar, because beasts, everything. And I put a lot of trees and plants here, so it could be it could be Einhar's area. And after you cross the lions, there is a secret passageway here because you cannot enter here. You cannot enter here, but you can enter here. Ah, it's magic, huh? So yeah, and this is the church. Whoa, whoa, what is this? So this is church. It's like an overlooking from Nico. Hey Nico, you're poor. It's like that. So yeah, and yeah, this is an open area like just like this one, just like the base I had before. I have to have an open area, and this is Navali's place. This is like an open area, just an area here. I put the candles and the lights and everything. There is a treasure here or something. There is a seat here. So yeah, this is Navali's area. So when I get my prophecies, you know.
An adversary slain.
See?
Briefly lives on in the lessons
It's a
taught
nice
to the
place for
slayer.
her. And I have a shortcut here because if you go round and round, it's gonna take you ages. So see, I had a shortcut. I have a shortcut there. If I want to go to Navali, I just do that. It's a shortcut. So I'm just gonna be streaming for 20 minutes. When it's 12 o'clock, I have to go, and I have to, I have to be with my wife. So yeah. Or we could just finish it here, and then travel to the Fell Shrine. Okay, I'm gonna stream again tomorrow for another struggling build. So I'm level 40. I'm level 50, so I can use this and just ditch this one because this one has freeze. And I can augment it so it would have another charge recovery. Okay, nice. Okay, so if you're wondering if you're in town, you could go to someone
The spirit hunts
like
with
this
you.
one. So the other one, when you're in town, the other sells currency and these items, jewelries and staff, wands, and the other one will sell
Goodbye.
weapons. I think
Greetings.
it's Helena. It's Helena here. So the other one sells weapons and armor, and the other one always sells currency stuff. So this one is this is currency too, but this is used for armor and weapons.
Keep your life to your own.
So when I
Go with the
when I
spirit.
go here, I always try to find if there are chromatic recipes like this one, blue, red, and green connected. When you sell this, it will give you one chromatic orb. So like this one. Okay, I don't have any space for this. Okay, so I always buy that. For one orb of transmutation, you'll get a chromatic orb. Nice, right? But it doesn't always give that. So this one has red, green, and blue, but it has 2 alteration. And if you are starting the league, alterations are very important because if you find magic items, you can alter it and augment it. Or if you find normal items which has good bases, you can transmute it and then alt it, alteration. Use the orb of alteration if it's not a good mod, and augment it. So if you find something like this one, I'm not going to buy that for just one chromatic orb. Of course, if I need it, if it's an emergency and I just destroyed my links or my collars, because I'm theory crafting, then yeah, but two alterations for one chromatic is, it's a gamble. So it's up to you. But for me, no. So yeah, we're gonna
Journey
be
well.
continuing tomorrow for the
Hello.
for this stream. This is Rain of Arrows. I'm just gonna sell this first
Yes.
before it's purchased. It's sell. Okay. I'm gonna sell that. And if you find rares, if your what do you call this? If your stash tab
Beware.
isn't full yet, or you can just put everything here. I just put every currency first here in my first stash tab. This what do you call this? Stash. This tab. I put all my currencies here when I am leveling up, because I don't know when I'm gonna use them. If it's gonna be, if I want it, if I want chromatic orb, and I'm not going back to the to town. So yeah. But if you have space here, yeah, okay. If you have space here when you are leveling up, I suggest you go to get the rares, because if you get more rares, you have alchemy shards, and those alchemy shards can help you a lot. So most probably, let me find a rare one. Wait,
Yes?
this is just for an example.
Remember to live.
This is an example. So yeah, I don't have any regal here. Okay, where is the regal? Regal. Here it is. Okay. Oh, this is nice, but I cannot cheat. And this has no, um, resistances yet. So if you
Yes?
vendor that, okay, it's not what they call it. It's not alchemy shard, but it's alteration shard. But I think for uniques, if you do not need the unique and you found something that is unique, a unique item, when you vendor them, it's gonna be an alchemy shard. And
Remember to live.
in the first days of the league, it's not the chaos that is most important, but the orb of alchemy. You can do a lot with orb of alchemy. It's very powerful in the first few days of the league. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this out, and just to remind you, we're doing a Scion Rain of Arrows, and I'm going to make it CI, and I'm gonna be using triple heralds, and I'm gonna convert each other of the elements from physical to that element, and starting with cold damage. So I'm just going for fire, physical damage to fire, and physical damage to lightning. So yeah, see you, and thank you. Appreciate the like and subscribe if you want, if you like the content. You look like Darna. Okay, so thank you, and goodbye.